we've got to, Jermaine, catch up on what you told us a little bit earlier on in the season. We're going to get you to name your team of the year, but you came in a couple of months ago on the show, and in March we asked you who your manager of the season would be, and this is what you said.
It's very, very tough. It's got to be Pep Guardiola. He's sitting at the top of the tree. Now, I think it's difficult to overlook Jurgen Klopp because he's doing a great job at Liverpool. He's 1 point behind Manchester City. Who would have thought they would have been that close to them, taking into account there was a 9-point gap at one point, at one stage. But City are still at the top of the league. How can you look beyond the team that are at the top of the league?
So,
that guy sounds like he speaks sense.
Are you sticking by that?
Again, it's difficult to argue with it. You know, he's still sitting at the top of the tree. He's still 1 point ahead of Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp. What do you get judged on? You get judged on the Premier League, you know, and he's at the top of the tree. However, Eddie Howe has also done an unbelievable job. Unbelievable job. Wow. He really has. I'm not saying he deserves to get manager of the season, but I don't think I think if somebody puts a strong argument forward, you know, that can't be sniffed at.
I know we're going to give out our awards very soon on the end of the season, but I think the opposition for Leeds on the weekend, Thomas Frank, the Brentford boss, coming up from the Championship. What do you mean? What do you mean? No.
Were you saying winner of manager of the year?
I'm saying he's got a massive shout to win manager
in the
of
conversation.
The season.
For me, it's Klopp. It's Klopp for me, and I was saying Pep with you before in March.
Second place manager of the year in the Premier League.
He could potentially win a treble.
Yeah, if you want to talk about manager of the season.
Yeah, manager of the season.
But this is a question about the Premier League.
Then it's Pep Guardiola, without a doubt.
Yeah,
of course it's Pep. If he wins the Premier League, it has to be Pep. How else can it be? He's won the Premier League.
Yeah, but you expect, and I got to say this with all due respect, you expect Manchester City to win the Premier League.
Not necessarily.
Yeah,
you don't expect it. Liverpool is either them or Liverpool, and Man United was supposed to be at the beginning of the season in the hunt. They were supposed to be in the hunt. You spent a lot of money. You've got world-class players. You were supposed to be in the hunt. That fell to pieces. So it just made it easier for Pep Guardiola.
It's an embarrassment of riches at Manchester City at the moment.
Yeah, and I think if you've got
you're
the
looking
tools,
at Brentford, who don't have the tools. They've got smallest budget in the league.
You still got to
look
make
at how they performed.
Listen, I think Thomas Frank deserves to be in the conversation. However, you still have to make the tools work. You still have to make them work for you. Just because you've got them doesn't mean it's going to work.
You've got to give it to the manager that wins the prize. That's it. If you win the Premier League, it's 38 games, it's a marathon. If Pep wins it, he deserves it, in my opinion.
Listen, in my opinion, and everyone knows I'm not a Liverpool fan.
Ralph Rangnick is not getting it, Hugh. He's not getting it.
I was going to say Ollie, but okay. No, listen, if you're looking at the respective budgets and money spent on players, Jurgen Klopp being a point behind Manchester City genuinely would put him ahead of Pep Guardiola.
If that's the case, Poch should have had like 3 or 4 of these manager of the seasons. Then what he did with Spurs and no budget, getting them top 4 every year, sometimes second. Because we like to move the goalposts when it's for certain managers. Oh, it's about tools and it's about what they do with certain amounts of money. And then this season it's we're looking at Brentford.
Yeah,
West Ham should be in with a shout. David Moyes.
That's what I'm saying. We could do this for all of them. Then there's so many teams we could do this for.
In that case, there's no point having an award. You just give it to the manager that won the title.
That deserves
it.
No, not exactly. No,
the one that deserves it. Yeah.
Listen, there are different jobs that the managers are doing at different clubs. There are different conditions. There are different resources.
For Pep to fend off this Liverpool team the way he has, to me, is incredible. They've been hot on their heels. The pressure's been on. Yeah. They've dropped so many points and allowed Liverpool to catch up. And he just played the audio. March, they were 1 point ahead. We're 1 game away from the end. They're still 1 point ahead. He's kept it up. Yeah. He's rotated. And this Liverpool team is the best Liverpool team, arguably, they've ever had. Really? In terms of squad depth.
Really?
Yeah.
Mate, it's hard to argue.
To outdo this Liverpool team with the forwards they have right now. They brought in Luis Diaz. They've got Jota in the fold now.
Whoa. Have you seen Manchester City squad? I mean, you're about to make out that Pep Guardiola's got no players at his disposal.
No, I never said that. But what I've said is this Liverpool team is probably even better than the Liverpool team that won the league then. And they're still managing to fend. If he manages to win and keep them at bay, for me, he has to get it.
Okay.
I agree.
I'm not going to argue too much.
This Liverpool team's right there with Man City now.
Definitely.
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to argue too much. I think Pep Guardiola is an incredible manager, but like I say,
It doesn't sound like you rate him because of
It doesn't.
because of your
No. Listen,
They don't even
rivalry
have a
with
number
him.
9.
those that listen know.
Exactly.
Those that listen know I don't have an opinion of my own. I just poke holes in other people's opinions. Okay, I'm that kind of person. My genuine feeling is it has to be Thomas Frank. What did you expect from Brentford when they came into the Premier League? Hadn't played in since 74 years, something like that, in the top flight. What did you expect from them?
You'd give him manager of the season over Klopp and Pep.
I'm asking you a question. What did you expect from Brentford?
I expected
in the
them
Premier
to stay
League
up
this year.
To stay up. That's why I expected them to stay up.
Okay,
I expected them to just stay up.
resoundingly.
And they've done that.
Comfortably.
Yeah, they've done that.
Okay.
They've been impressive.
And
They
what
made
did
a
you- and
really
what
good
did-
signing in
and-
Ericsson.
and
They
what
got
did you-
lucky. They
yeah.
got lucky. They bagged Ericsson. That was
Okay.
a big signing for them
Yeah.
that they got. Was it on a free?
Yeah.
Yeah,
was,
so
Okay. And who did you expect to win the league at the start of the season?
my prediction was Manchester City.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he
So
should
they've
get
done
manager.
nothing
That's why
either.
he should
They've
get
done
manager.
nothing.
That's
They've
why
done
he should get
nothing.
manager of the
No,
season because he's
you
done what
expected
he's
it,
supposed
so-
to do. That's what the
what's
best manager in the
expected?
league does.
Okay, so if you do what's expected, you're not that great a manager because Thomas Frank did what you expected.
So that means he can't ever win manager of the season because
I'm-
he's supposed to
listen,
just win things.
I'm-
Then how is he supposed to?
I'm
then it's
only
not fair
basing
then.
this on your argument.
No, what I'm saying,
Because
what
my
you're saying
argument-
is,
Don't mind me, fellas. I'm just chilling.
what you're saying is, there's nothing really Pep can do to win manager of the season because he's just supposed to win it.
No, listen.
by default.
If he won the Premier League playing the best football that you've seen Manchester City play,
But they play the best football in the league.
okay,
in my
the
opinion-
Liverpool fans are going to
opinion.
be on the phone in a minute.
Yeah, but that's in my opinion, and they can't be upset about that. It's either you prefer Liverpool's style of football, you prefer Man City's. I prefer Man City's.
Okay.